Big Blue Whale, written by Nicola Davis, illustrated by Nick Mayland, and read by Stephen Tompkinson. The blue whale is big. Bigger than a giraffe. Bigger than an elephant. Bigger than a dinosaur. The blue whale is the biggest creature that has ever lived on Earth. Reach out and touch the blue whale's skin. It's springy and smooth like a hard-boiled egg, and as slippery as wet soap. Look into its eye. It's as big as a teacup and as dark as the deep sea. Just behind the eye is a hole as small as the end of a pencil. The hole is one of the blue whale's ears. Sticking out ears would get in the way when the whale is swimming. The blue whale lives all of its long life in the sea. But it is a mammal like us, and it breathes air, not water. From time to time, it has to come to the surface to breathe through the blowholes on top of its head. When it breathes out, it makes a great misty puff as high as a house. This is the whale's blow, and you can see it from far away. You can hear it too, a great poof. And if you are close enough, you can smell it, as the whale's breath is stale and fishy. Take a look inside its mouth. Don't worry, the blue whale doesn't eat people. It doesn't even have any teeth. It has hundreds of baleen plates instead. They're the long bristly things hanging down from its top jaw. The whale doesn't need teeth for biting because its food is tiny. The blue whale eats krill, pale pinkish shrimp-like creatures the size of your little finger. Billions of them live in the cold seas around the North and South Poles. In summer, there can be so many that the water looks pink. So in summer, blue whales come to the polar seas to eat. It takes an awful lot of tiny krill to feed a great big blue whale. But the whale doesn't catch them one at a time. It has a special way of swallowing whole shoals of them at once. First, it takes a huge gulp of krill and salty seawater. There's room for all this because the whale's throat unfolds and opens out like a vast balloon. Then it uses its big tongue to push the water out between its bristly baleen plates. The water streams away and leaves the krill caught on the bristles like peas in a sieve. Now all the whale has to do is lick them off and swallow them. And this is how the blue whale spends the summer, eating krill and getting fat. But in the autumn, the polar seas freeze over. The krill hide under the ice where the whale cannot catch them. So the whale swims away from the icy cold and the winter storms. Day after day, the blue whale swims slowly and steadily towards its winter home. Its huge tail beats up and down to push it along. Its flippers steer it left or right. For 2 months and more the whale swims until at last it reaches the calm, warm seas near the equator. There it stays all winter. And there the blue whale mother gives birth to her baby, where storms and cold weather can't hurt it. The blue whale's baby slithers from her body tail first. Gently she nudges it to the surface to take its first breath. Then the baby dives beneath her to take its first drink of milk. All through the winter, the blue whale keeps her baby close. It feeds on her creamy milk and it grows and grows. In spring, the two whales return to the polar seas to feast on krill together. But by the autumn, the young whale is big enough to live on its own. So mother and young whale part and begin the long journey back to the equator. A blue whale may travel from polar seas to equator and back every year of its life. Sometimes it will swim with other blue whales, but mostly it will swim alone. Yet the blue whale may not be as lonely as it seems, because sometimes it makes a hum. A hum so loud and so low that it can travel for thousands of kilometers through the seas to reach other blue whales. Only a very low hum could travel so far, and only a very big animal could make a hum so low. Perhaps that's why blue whales are the biggest creatures on Earth, so that they can talk to each other even when they're far apart. Who knows what they say? "Here I am" would be enough. Because in the vastness of the green seas, even a blue whale is small and hard to find.